Here we go, guys. Getting ready for part. Yeah.
It's my lunchtime.
Go look on the table. Okay, everyone. I hope you guys are ready for part 2. What motivates you? We're gonna do that and get into some other stuff today.
Pardon. No, hold on. Hold on, Derrick.
Yeah. Oh, I'm waiting for my co-host to come in, everyone. What motivates you? Part 2 coming up in a few minutes.
Que yo no sé cómo se puede hacer más arriba. ¿Eh?
Yeah, right there.
O te hace más para atrás. No, ahí está bien.
Hola, hola, ¿cómo están? Man, it's been a few days since we had a
Yeah.
conversation. How you doing with your finals?
Let's see. Yesterday I got 2 of the 5 done. So I feel pretty good about how I did. I'm just now looking forward to finishing the last 3, and then I think the 17th, next Monday, starts winter session. I know I'm crazy.
Yeah. So
But I'm okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the upcoming podcast. We just did a little bit of checking in, something we're gonna start doing, from now on. Couple of things like this. This coming Thursday, we have a special guest, Manuel. I met him through some other friends. What a story this guy has, man. He was shot 3 times. But I mean, he's still going strong. He's still positive. Yeah, and we'll have a good conversation with him on Thursday. Yeah. So let me ask you from what we were talking about yesterday. You want to go ahead and do that?
Oh yeah. Let's get on the same page.
Yeah.
As far as motivation.
Yeah.
Okay. So last week we discussed what motivates us to keep pushing forward. And we gave a few reasons. And now we are, I guess, expanding on that. And yeah, I'll go first. My reason is to not feel secluded. Right. I mean, yeah, I could walk with a walker, with someone who can support me. from holding on to my gate belt, but for the most part, at this moment, I can't on my own. So I rely on others, and otherwise I am in my bed, which is why I choose to be so heavy on the pedal in regards to school. I mean, to be alone and have a brain that just wanders off, it might lead to some negative places,
Right.
which I am not looking forward to if that were to happen. So, I mean, last week, so well, I told you, I discussed this. I attended two, not clubs. Well, one is a club. They're meeting almost like as an introduction to the Latino Communications Institute at Fullerton, and a conference for the Society of Professional Journalists.
Wow.
And I'm so gung-ho, I'm do or die. When they brought up the position being available for a leadership position, I didn't hesitate to message the person who is in charge, and I guess I'm gonna be in a leadership position next semester on top of the 18 units, on top of the podcast. So needless to say, again, I'm gonna be a busy person next semester.
That's great, man. That's great.
Thank you.
So I know yesterday we were talking about how, this lockdown that we have going on, and it's kind of like how do you take something like that and try to motivate yourself?
In my case, again, I use it. I say, hey, we're stuck here anyway. So might as well give it your best effort in regards to anything. Whether or not you're in school. Whether you're in school, whether you're telecommuting to your job, give it your all, and it goes much beyond that. school and or work. It could be reestablishing friendships
Right.
that might have gone away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, again, like I said last week, that me, again, personally, I wake up with a smile on my face, and I'm hopeful for the day. How about I? I'm gonna get a mirror to do the post-it that you recommended.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah, and that's something I've been doing every morning. It's like, you know, you get up with a smile on your face, right? You look at that mirror and be like, what motivates you today,
Yeah,
right? So, number one, building strength. It could be mental, it could be physical, and it could be also social,
true.
right? Experiencing freedom of choice,
Right.
you know. So that's basically, you know, we have all this freedom. We just need to express ourselves with it, which is what we're
Yeah.
doing right now. Number
Yeah.
three, number three, getting recognized by others,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you might not get the recognition you want, right? But
Right.
you have each other, friendship. You and I, we check in like every other day with each other, right? And there's
Yeah.
other people that I check in with, you know, throughout the day, you know, which is perfect. These are things that you could have in front of that mirror, right? That was number three. Number four, pursuing a purpose. You want to break that down?
Yeah. I mean, uh, damn it. I need to stop. I mean, um, yeah, that's again, whether school or not, it's just pursuing a goal, pushing yourself
Right. Which
beyond what you might have thought
right.
was
Which
possible.
which is about the conversation we had last week. For
Right,
you, it would be for you to become a MS advocate. For me, it would be become an advocate for CP.
right,
You get what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, and I you just reminded me that I need to contact someone to see what my chances are of getting an internship with their company,
Oh, okay. Okay.
because that's one of the requirements to get a degree in journalism.
Okay. Number five, experiencing a deeper meaning. Which I'm gonna take that into a different meaning, right? So experiencing a deeper meaning, which could be also if you're having like an anxiety attack or you have anxiety, right? You want to be
Right,
able to you want to be able to look in front of that mirror, right? I'm going like, I'm gonna be fine, and just breathe. You know what you think that means? Experiencing a deeper meaning.
To me, it's you have a certain expectation of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
There is much more that you can unlock
Mm-hmm.
to um to you could go beyond, above and beyond the what you expect of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And within that, you could find out things about you that might not ever have been discovered before from you. You
Yeah.
might never have thought of, oh man, I could do that. Oh man, I can't believe I did that.
Mm-hmm.
And that must be a good feeling. I say it must because I'm currently looking to meet a goal and surpassing it.
Which I think,
Yeah.
is number 6, acquiring tangible reward.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
So what does that mean to you?
I mean, some people think that a reward is something that you win, right?
Right.
To me, it's something that you deserve or obtain, right? Going to
Right.
school, going to school, you're obtaining education, right? Doing sports, you obtain friendship, you obtain experience, you obtain skills. You get what I'm saying, though?
Yeah. Yeah. I
And
mean, you're obtaining in sports, we'll say, um, you obtain friendships, you obtain relationships
yeah,
with that conference with the LCI.
mm-hmm.
They uh they didn't force feed us, but they emphasized the importance of establishing connections with each other, because you as a student never know where the other student you're talking to at the moment will lead in the future, will be, what they'll be up to, what they might know about a future job opening,
Mm-hmm.
and they might, you hope they would let you know before anyone else does.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least, at the very least, they could speak up about you. Oh, look into this person's application. Look into that person. They're good at this. They're good at that.
Mm-hmm. So the last one, and I think it's a more powerful one: gaining or holding on to power.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what does that mean for you?
To me, it's not holding on to power. To me, it's gaining. Gaining means you you gain something. You you learn something from other people, right?
Right.
To me, it's not power. Get rid of power. Put knowledge, right?
Right.
Gain gain or holding on to knowledge.
Yeah. I mean, the right now compared to me at the beginning of the semester,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I I'd like to think that I gained not only knowledge but experience. I mean, getting critiqued on how from an instructor on a paper, oh, I would have done this, or have you thought of that, or this, XYZ. And they open the door to thinking that you might not yet have thought of.
Mm-hmm.
And you take that with you.
I love that. So let's put this in a different
Sure.
perspective, right? How how you think that the Dodgers motivated themselves to win the World Series?
Man, I know. I know after watching damn near every documentary,
Mm-hmm.
I know they took it one game at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Although there were, I believe, 70 in the regular season
Mm-hmm.
and another 13 or 14 in the postseason.
Mm-hmm.
Even when they were down in the championship series,
Mm-hmm.
they kept repeating one game at a time.
Mm-hmm.
And they kept on, even when they were down, I think 3-1 or 3-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, they won.
Yeah. I for me, the way the Lakers did it, right? To be in a bubble, to have part of the season cut short, right? Not being able to train with other with not with others but with your teammates, right? So as an athlete myself, I'm like, how are you going to be able to win a championship like that? They already had the number one seed,
Yeah,
right? So they basically just took that and took what they had and just kept going with it. They didn't play that well in the bubble. Remember that they didn't play that well in the bubble,
right.
right? But like I said last week, when they decided to shut down in almost the middle of the playoffs, right? Then your your leadership, LeBron James, Chris Paul, and I think a couple other players that same night. This is things that we didn't know until now. They were on the phone with Barack Obama, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, you know what? Couple things you guys need to do. Make sure there's somewhere people can vote. Express it in the media. Express it on the court. That's what they did.
Yeah.
That's what they did. And even the NFL is doing it right now. So in the NBA, the jersey said the message, right?
Yeah.
Right now, the NFL has it to where every player, if you look at their cleats, their messages on there.
Yeah.
You know, which
I
is
mean, to put it in a baseball context, they took after what they saw was going on in the NBA. They took a few games off.
Yep.
And Mookie Betts took a knee just to recognize what was going on after the George Floyd shooting. I mean, I think he was one of many who took a knee. And they did that. They had no owners fighting them on that, unlike, unfortunately, in the WNBA.
Yeah.
I know some owners were, or at least one was against that.
Yeah.
Or even them wearing shirts.
Right.
Recognizing the shooting of Breonna Taylor and
say her name.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
What was I gonna say? I forgot. Yeah. I'm looking at my notes.
Sure.
Oh, so what motivates you as a team? That's what we're talking about. So give people the opportunity to build on the strength, which I like that. Provide a high degree of control over how the work gets complete. Provides sufficient, appropriate, and timely recognition for a job well done. Contribute to a higher purpose, in particular, the organization, mission, vision, and strength goals. Which I think that's very important. Produce an output or outcome that has deep meaning for the person doing the work.
Yeah.
You like that one? Huh?
Yes.
Reward the person doing the work with what seems to them a fair return for the value they produce.
Yeah, I mean, New Year's resolution. Yeah, get rid of.
Danya, make sure you write that down.
Yeah.
What is it?
Stamp it, put it down. I need to get rid of that. Anyway, yeah.
No. You're not gonna get away from it. What is your resolution?
Oh, my resolution is to clean up my speaking, to work on my walking, and to work on the speed of me getting out my words.
Okay.
And I'll add just getting out of the habit of just being a homebody, even if it means sitting outside catching my breath, although I know I won't have much of that time due to my schedule,
Right.
but I'm ready for it.
There you go. So I think for me it's gonna be losing some of this weight that I gained, right? Try to be more involved in the cerebral palsy, you know, community,
Okay.
you know. And three, um, I think I'm gonna start pushing to start working on my nonprofit organization.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good few resolutions.
Yeah.
You'll
Does
do it.
Does anybody have any questions before we go?
And speak up now.
hmm I know we're gonna have a special guest coming up this Thursday. That's gonna be a very cool.
Yeah, I'm intrigued.
Yeah. Anything else you want to talk about? We have about 5 minutes or so.
Let's see. Oh, so looking forward to 2021, what is the main reason that you are gonna continue in attending your classes?
What?
What motivates you to stay in the classes?
Mm, I think because of my nonprofit that I want to start, I want to gain that experience and be able to take what I've learned and teach it to other people in in the disabled community.
Okay.
What about you?
Me, last week I gave a few reasons. I think when it's all said and done, I do it for me. I do it just because many people would say, oh, you got your AA. You're okay.
hmm
You're fine.
hmm
And not expect anything more of you. And I feel that in doing so, it might intrigue the future people who do look at you
hmm
or your resume and say or think to themselves, man, this guy has had beat the odds. If he didn't, why not me?
Yeah.
Like I said before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be an inspiration
Woo.
for my family members. I want my I want to decorate these damn walls with my damn degrees.
There you go. That's right. That's right. I think that's a good way to end today's show. We'll see you guys on Thursday. We might end up doing 2 shows that day. We'll see. I talked to Luis and see. But this has been the Overcoming Podcast. I'm Derrick.
I'm Luis.
And we'll see you guys next week.